right, so we're back. And, we were just getting into all those nuance sets, right? Well, guess what?
Yeah.
We're about to take it a step further and see how those motion-optimized moves in RhythmSpeak actually get refined. Like, even more refined.
It's like you start with a good move,
Right.
and then you kind of polish it up and make it even better,
Exactly. And it's kind of cool how that shows that RhythmSpeak isn't just like some fixed thing. It's always evolving. It's like a living language.
Absolutely. I think that's a really key point, too. Refining these moves shows you how much RhythmSpeak values individual expression while still keeping that core meaning intact. It's like finding that balance.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
It is.
So, how's it defined? What does it actually mean to refine a move?
Well, they talk about it in the source material as making specific intentional changes to an existing move.
Gotcha.
And those changes, they're not just random, are they? They have a purpose to make those moves even more powerful.
So basically, you're taking something good and making it even better.
Yeah, it's like taking a rough gem and then you polish it until it really shines.
I love that analogy.
Yeah.
So why refine a move in the first place? What makes someone say, hey, let's tweak this?
Clarity is a big one, for sure.
Okay.
If a move's kind of hard to understand, a little ambiguous, refinement can make it super clear, visually distinct, like making sure everyone gets the message.
Makes sense. But it's not just about making it easier to see, right? Sometimes you want to add more layers of meaning.
Totally. Even a slight shift in how you hold your hand or the angle of your head can change how a move is perceived and what it conveys. Like, you can add so much depth to a move with just a small tweak.
Wow. That's amazing. Such subtle adjustments can make a huge difference.
Right. It's like fine-tuning an instrument to get just the right sound. And then you have those nuanced accents we talked about before, adding in some head movement, maybe a facial expression. It just adds so much richness to the move.
I love that. It's like how your voice can change the meaning of a word depending on how you say it.
Exactly.
So refinement is kind of this cool blend of sticking to a structure while still leaving room for creativity.
It is. It's about respecting what the move's supposed to be, but also letting each person put their own spin on it.
I think the best way to really get this is to look at an example. The source actually talks about the move Go This Way and how that's been refined.
Go This Way is a classic move.
Yeah.
And get this, it's actually gone through 2 refinements already.
Oh, wow. 2?
Yeah. 2 significant ones. So the first one, they focused on making it really clear visually.
Okay.
Like, initially, the arm gestures weren't totally obvious.
Right.
So they changed them up to make them super recognizable.
So anyone, even if they'd never seen RhythmSpeak before, could look at it and be like, oh, I know what that means.
Yep. Like writing neatly so everyone can read it. Makes sense.
Yeah, it does. But you said there were 2 refinements. What was the second one?
Oh, yeah. That one's even cooler. They added in the turning of the head. Starts with this swing of the right arm clockwise, like it almost straightens out at the waist while your left arm stays down. And then it swings back the other way.
Okay.
And ends with the thumb pointing backward.
So now it's not just go this way, it's go this way.
Exactly. That one little addition made a huge difference.
That's a great example of how even a tiny refinement can have a big impact.
Yeah, it really changes things up.
It does make me wonder, though, are there any limits to refinement? Like, when does a change get so big that it's not a refinement anymore? It's a whole new move.
That's a great question. The source actually talks about that. They say if you change the move's meaning or its structure, then it's not a refinement, it's creating something totally new. And in those cases, they usually make a brand new version of the move.
So it's like saying, okay, this is getting too far from the original. Let's just make a new one.
Yeah, and that makes sure the old move stays intact, but you can still keep innovating.
I love that. It's like having a garden where you can plant new flowers, but you don't have to dig up the old ones to do it.
Right, exactly. And then the other refined move is Power Stance V1. It's described as this really simple, confident stance. Like, you step forward with your left leg, your left arm moves with it, and in the middle of that step, your left leg starts this stance that just screams confidence.
Ooh, I like that.
It's cool, right? So again, they focused on refining the visuals to make sure it really pops.
These might seem like small changes, but they probably make a big difference.
Oh, totally. It's like, you can't always tell what's been changed, but it just feels better, more refined. It proves that even moves that have been around for a while, they can still get better with a little tweaking.
And it shows how dynamic RhythmSpeak is. Always evolving,
Always.